Because I probably will do that anyway. Find out a bit more about my history, but that might be interesting anyway. I just need it, because I know she'll be called Elizabeth.
Yes, I'll do, and I'll let you see if you can get you also.
It's obviously
The project's to honour the death of a gentleman called Pte Edmundson, who died in 1840, and also to look at the 10 decades that have elapsed since his death and to his burial. Once his body was identified, which it did through DNA from one of his relatives, they've discovered a long lost family in Canada and everything, so it actually brought the family back together, who didn't know they had relations, and some didn't even know anything about his story. So it's helped bring them together, but it's also useful within the context of the veterans we're working with. They're almost bouncing off each other ideas and the support, so it's giving them support within the community. And it's just giving them a bit more confidence and helps them identify skills they don't realise they've got.
So by the time, we're halfway through?
No, we're just week 8.
Okay, so how many months have we got?
2 after today.
Oh my God. A lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's something exciting that's going to be visual that our service users have created, and something that celebrates the life experiences of veterans.
I haven't seen a project quite like this. I think there's always a role for the arts with service users. I think art can be a really interesting way of engaging service users, and I think this plays on that and makes the most of that opportunity, but it seems very original in the actual specific project here, and using the story of Private Edmundson.
something's gone wrong recently.
It is, isn't it?
Taking it all out.
So we'll go to edit step backwards.
So the relationship between Media Savvy and the CRC has been a long-standing one, around about 7 years. We've focused mainly on Sunderland, but this project is a Northumbria-wide project, and there's a number of service users from different parts of Northumbria, which is why I think it's a really good example of how we can bring people together and work on something creative.
There's very, very little.
I found my great granddad's actually. I didn't even know he was in the war. That's good. Last 3D. Oh wow.
When Thomas first joined up through the army after being a clerk in his early life, he would have actually came through this building here as his home port, and after leaving here, going to war and getting killed, his name was put on the memorial board, and it's actually over here.
Gives people more of an interest to get involved in something if they know it's somebody that's been local. But the people that have been involved and are involved in this project have seen loss, have witnessed loss.
The First World War was very important for the country in learning about loss, because it was the first time that there were massive casualties of a conscript army. In previous conflicts, there'd been professional soldiers really. We all know about whole communities, the PALS battalions, and whole communities that were decimated by loss, and it was the first time that the country as a whole really was grieving together.
Right, picture switch.
Ding! Dong!
Well done. Yes, thoroughly enjoying it, because I was convinced I would not be able to pick up Adobe Photoshop whatsoever, and it appears I have a small amount of talent for it. What I found most astonishing when I started to do my own research in preparation for this was how little I knew about the North East. For example, that there are 13 Victoria Cross holders just from the North East.
I think the course, the Media Savvy course, was really good, and it's going to help us with a lot of IT and using digital technology.
They love it. They're all. The family is all for the project. On his tombstone, or his family's tombstone, it does actually say that it was a sister. That is my aim, is to try and find out something about this sister, because out of all the research that was done originally, nothing has been mentioned about the sister. Yes, she'd be very old, but there's a slight possibility she could still be alive, or at least her daughter or son or daughter could be alive.
What we've experienced is firstly the brainstorming and taking the group out to the community and investigating and doing some research into the churches and the National Glass Centre certainly was, it broadened the horizons and generally opened the field for the community groups. And then actually bringing them back in and trying to upskill them in terms of functional skills and to use the computer, especially those who haven't used it before. I think that was a challenge for some of them, but something that we could certainly start with and progress on to in future courses.